And thanks to VARINDIA for organizing this eminent CIOs for so long, and it is very trusted. Even CIOs are looking for it only because it is very trusted. We know that whenever VARINDIA recognize us, it matters. So first of all, a key aspect is enterprises always look forward to three contributions. One is their balance sheet should be positive.
Okay.
They should be contributing to the society by generating employment as well as contributing to the society in other means, so that Earth would be a better place for living. And thirdly, as a responsibility to the land, so they should contribute to the growth of the nation. It means growth for the India. These are the three aspects all organization is searching for. Now, digitizations to me as a CIO, group CIO, always whether I'm catering these two, the digitization should enable catering these two aspects smoothly running for the organization and making sure that whenever an alert or any risk associated to not reaching to or fulfillment of any of these three can be raised at a time. So whenever we consider digitization, it should certainly adhere to some of the process, help some of the process improvements, so that my bottom line reduces, my cost reduces, my revenue generates, I can reach customer in a better way. I can certainly communicate with the end customer for my feedback for my product very easily. I can certainly enhance the supply chain. I can certainly have a entire blockchain visible to me. So those are the aspects of the digitizations to me. That management or from the organization who are the steering this entire organizations have all the data points ready for them by digitization. Very, very pertinent question, because right now all the CIOs are more concerned about not only on the digital transformation or AI transformations or AI journey, rather for that AI journey, how I bar my environment from the any of the hackers or attackers or any cyber security or information security attacks. So the answering to your questions, first of all, whenever we do any journey, we define any digital journey, first of all we have to define my periphery. So what is exactly where I'm reaching to and what is my peripheral things and what are the data exchange, whether those are encrypted or not. If data is going out of my organization, if it is going to the public, whether the data is sensitive, data is encrypted or not, when it's coming, whether it is encrypted form or not. So this is one. And after DPDP, we have to we have to very highly sensitive on the customer data. So previously customer data, we are taking it seriously, but not that seriously that a penalty is associated with that, which for some small companies is even more than their revenue, year's revenue. So considering this aspects, we have to now very serious or very positive about any digital transformation to cover up with all the security measures, whether it is cordoned by my data is cordoned by my firewalls or not, whether my data security in place or not, whether my events are all the logs are monitored every day in and day out or not, whether my email security is in place or not, and above all that DPDP is maintained in my database or customer data is there or not. Because my peripheral domain endpoints, my periphery is getting enlarged by infinite space, because previously I was cordoned my entire ecosystem by a LAN. So I know that if the person reaches to my office, it is cut off from the rest of the world and it is actually in my premises, and everything is monitored by my network. But when I have to extend, after COVID, you rightly pointed out, COVID taught us that my network has to be extended any place in the universe. So while I'm extending, then the problem of breaching of the data, leakage of the data, breaching of the data comes into picture. So there, yes, it is a nightmare for us. So we have to scale up. So therefore, cybersecurity actually, we conceptualization of the security threat, hackers, hacking, ethical hacking, data compromise. We started to learn about it starting from 2013-14, but actual implementation took place after COVID, because now management also very serious about it, investing capex on it, opex on it, money on it, only because they know actually my business domain is getting increased by far, only because my there is customer is can sit anywhere, my employee can also sit anywhere. COVID and AI, advent of AI and advent of COVID actually make CIOs and CTOs more valuable for the boards. Prior to 2020, we represent board only to answer the queries. We are never contributed to the business. We are not kickstarter of any discussions. Mostly yes, because COVID taught us that if you are not prepared, then you have to lose time of 1 quarter or 2 quarter to get scaled up. So after this learning, most of the organization, I can certainly share about my organization. I also know about the other peers also, other organizations also. They are quite equipped with the with mechanism, with the DR setup, with the how immediately they can switch on, switch off DR. They do a mock drill every quarter. We are doing every quarter. They might be 6 months or 1 year at least. So I can certainly, if another such a situation we have to handle, we are more prepared than what is we are at 2020, because previous to COVID, we don't have any concept. This generation does not have a concept, because our generation does not have a concept of lockdown. We never thought, we never seen freedom fight. We never see Bharat Choro. We only see business as usual. COVID taught us what is lockdown. So if it is everything stands still, how it looks, how business operation should carried away. So that's the first hand experience that we gone through. So therefore, I think even if we face similar scale, even a scale larger than that, certainly, from the continuation, business continuity standpoint, we are not that under equipped or under prepared what actually we were at 2020.
See, it's not always about the Top Gun. It's always the people around the Top Gun. It's always the people who actually are making the brand big. Or it's always about the people who are making efforts to come up the particular organization as a group. So we are actually inviting people who have started from scratch to give a live learning lesson to the next generation, where they'll be telling us that what all struggle they have gone through and all those things. This is the TDM Manthan podium. See, as we are evolving as a growing partner, we are growing day by day, inch in inch. So receiving this particular award from VARINDIA is a gracious thing for us, because we have grown up with VARINDIA itself, right? So yes, it's a more than a pleasure. It is an honor for us. It's a little unfair to comment on this, because it's on both the sides. When you talk about the upcoming generation, they are using like hell. I mean, instead of hard working, they are hardly working and using the AI, right? But people who always have their feet in the IT world, they probably are taking it seriously, and rather than using it as a tool, they are using it in their own analysis. So to club this, I must say that if you really want to use the AI, use it to the extent of analysis and not to go up to the paralysis only. So AI is nothing but the baby of intellectual people.
And it's an addiction.
Addiction, madam, nowadays everything is addiction. So if you really want to keep away from this particular addiction, you have to be a little sensitive about it, and that is it.